Our Thursday show. It's so great to be here. I'm going to be talking today about how to set your brand apart. This is really near and dear to my heart. This is my life's work. I do this for women entrepreneurs, and it's so great to be here. So, how to set your brand apart? I'm going to be covering that. And here's the other thing: is this not only sets you apart, but it allows you to charge more, attract your ideal clients. And I'm going to talk some about this too. It also means you are not having to sit there and follow every single trend. I'm going to talk about this. There's a difference between tactics and trends. So I'm going to talk about the difference between those two things because there is a difference. Good morning. So good to see y'all. I love saying hello. Give us a hello, all of y'all that are out there. I love to see who's here with me. And those of you guys on replay, say hello as well. We'll come back and answer questions. And I'd love to see who's here with me. So before I get into all these tactics versus something that's sustainable of how to help set your brand apart, I want to take this time to announce we have a podcast giveaway that we were running the last 2 weeks. And I'm going to announce the winners. And we're so excited for all of the people that participated. And I would love to invite you to listen to our brand new podcast, Brand and Biz Bills by Frankly Deb. It's on Apple. Go check it out. I know Kelly's going to put some link. You can also follow that on Instagram. Those of you watching, it's in my link in bio. And I'd love your feedback. And I would so appreciate reviews. We're getting fabulous reviews. That helps more people hear the podcast. So we really appreciate it. I'm having a blast interviewing powerhouse women. And I'm asking questions that honestly, I want to know. And I think you want to know too. Like, how the heck did they do it? What advice would they give? All the little things I can dig up that I feel like everyone really wants to ask, and maybe they never get asked that. So go check it out. Would love to have your support there. So let me give you the winners. The winners of the podcast giveaway. We had 3 Tell Perfect to F off t-shirt winners. And this is so cool because I know every one of the winners of the t-shirts. It's Elizabeth Nelson. Hey, Elizabeth in Houston, you've got a t-shirt coming. Susie De Lorenzo, and I got to meet Susie in New Jersey. You won a t-shirt. And Shannon Giuliano, Tennessee. All right. So you guys are all getting the one-of-a-kind Frankly Deb Tell Perfect to F off t-shirts. They're coming your way. Thank you so much for participating. 2 people won the $1,000 prize of an Instagram audit by me. And that is Felissa Butterworth, Australia. Congratulations, Felissa. And Colleen Talbot, also of Australia. Go Australia. So congratulations. And the grand prize. The grand prize is something we don't even offer currently. It is our brand clarity course. It has my brand love system. I'm going to talk about that brand love system today. It's a deep dive. It's a $1,500 value. And this went to Mary Kinselberg. Congratulations, Mary. Mary has been with us for, Mary, I think you've been following and joining us on workshops and all kinds of things for the last 2 years. So I think that's pretty awesome. Congratulations. So let's get into it. What do you need to do to set your brand apart? And I do want to address, because I'm talking a lot about, there's a lot of trends and changes happening. Have you guys noticed on Instagram and Facebook? Yeah. So here's the thing. There's a lot going on. It's never going to stop changing, y'all. It's going to keep changing. And I feel like I'm hearing people say, man, I can't keep up with all these changes. It's driving me nuts. And here's the thing. The changes are tactics. This is a tactic. Like me going live and using this platform right now is a delivery tactic, right? I'm going live on Instagram. I'm streaming onto Facebook right now. Hello. That's a way to get my brand out. There's so many. Podcasting is another. So it's a way to get my messaging out. Email. There's so many ways and different vehicles, media vehicles we can use. to get our brand out there and to help set our brand apart. However, if you're just using tactics, and especially this, I will say, if you are just using tactics, meaning, okay, say you're on Instagram and you're like, okay, I guess everybody's doing these reel videos. I'm going to do those now, or TikToks, or they're dancing, they're lip syncing to stuff. They're doing, I guess I got to do that stuff. Here's what I'm going to tell you. You don't have to do that stuff. You can, it's a tactic. None of it works if you don't have your brand strategy figured out. It doesn't, you're just going to get a bunch of looky-loos, people that are sitting around, flipping through for like cheap, fun entertainment or whatever. I don't know. It's not going to build your business. What's the point? So here's my message to you. The way you set your brand apart is the heart and soul of what I teach. It's called brand strategy. I've developed a system called Brand Love System because it's specifically for women that are here to really make a difference in the world with the work that they do, right? Because we really get clear on your purpose, on your why, even if you're not sure what that is. So I'm going to list the things, but here's what I want to tell you. When you have this brand love system, you can take it anywhere. It doesn't matter what social media platform you're on. You can use this on Instagram with the tactics and it'll work. You can use it on Facebook with whatever's going on. It'll work. You can take that to anything. You can take it to the stage. You can take it to podcasts, emails. I don't care how you're getting your message out. In person, you're riding the elevator with someone. What comes out of your mouth to tell people about what you do? That all has to do with brand strategy. That is the heart and soul of communicating what the heck you do for a living, so that you're attracting your ideal audience, so that you're explaining exactly how you help them in a unique way. And here's where it gets the set yourself apart. Part of what I teach in this system is setting your brand apart so that you get to a place where you own a category within other people doing the same thing, right? So we need to position your brand. This is about positioning so that you become the only choice for your ideal audience. And how do we do that? We get very, very clear, very narrowed down on exactly who are we serving? What are they like? Who are they? What kind of things do they enjoy? What are the problems they're having? What do they want out of life? We tap into that. And it's a combination of that with what are you here to really do in your life? Do they know that? Do you know it? Are you connected to that? So when you pull all this together and build a very dynamic brand, all of a sudden how you go out and deliver that becomes pretty easy. It's like, I've got a message to deliver. I know what to say now. I know what I'm here to do. That makes all the difference. Now, that's when, sure, if dancing's your thing, awesome, but like, don't dance around to get likes and tons of views. If you don't know what the heck your brand is all about, you're going to get meaningless interaction on social media. It's not going to end up being a sale. I mean, and let's put it this way. Yes, branding will allow your brand to make more sales. Absolutely. But it's a journey. It's an entire process. It doesn't happen overnight. And if you're not really clear on, I'm going to list these things for you again. This is what's in my brand love system. This is why it's critical, because here's the thing. This is never going to change. It's never going to go out of style. It's not a fad. I know this. I've worked with huge corporations over my career in advertising and creative advertising, creating the actual ads and campaigns for Fortune 500 companies like Starbucks and Nordstrom and Microsoft and Dignity Memorial, lots of big brands. This is the work they do. They know this stuff. And the greats, like they master this stuff. So I want to bring those, to me, very foundational brand steps to women business owners so that they can build a sustainable brand. Doesn't matter what the trends are. Who cares? It doesn't matter. If you have this, you're building honest, truthful connections with your audience, and you're really clear on what you're here to do, what they want. It's all so clear. It starts to become this like engine of clarity. And it makes reaching out to your audience, understanding where they are, attracting the very people that need what you have so much easier. It's how you set yourself apart, right? You become a specialist. If you are just posting and following trends, you're in a sea of millions of people probably that doing the same thing as you. How the heck are you supposed to stand out? There's a system. That's what I'm telling you. There is a way that every one of you has something so unique that you bring to your business, to your brand. All of you do. Every single brand does. But there's work to be done before you get out there and just start throwing crap against the wall and seeing what sticks. That's not going to build a sustainable business or brand. You're here to build what I call a brand, okay, that's bigger than you. This happens when you get really clear about what you're here to do in the world, what purpose your brand has. It takes time. I have a program called the House of Impact. We have women that are in it for a year, 2 years. It's a 12-month at a time program. We had a call yesterday. We do one each week. We have a hot seat call with me. So they sign up. They have 15-minute slots. It doesn't sound like much, but I'm telling you, it's pretty freaking powerful. Yesterday, we had a full house. So we have a 90-minute call. That's a slot every 15 minutes. That's 6 women were signed up. And I will tell you, every single one of them had a major breakthrough. It was like amazing. If anyone was on that call, any clients, you guys know what I'm talking about. It was fire. Amazing. It just kept compounding one after, and like, oh my God, I'm having a breakthrough. I'm so clear on what I'm here to do. Oh my God. It just got more and more clear as the call went on with every single person that just signed up. It was so incredible. Okay, so why am I telling you this? So that is something I'm trying to explain what it's like to get so clear on what you're here to do in the world as a brand that it is life-changing. Talk about standing apart. When you're on fire like that, let's talk about energy for a second. There's a whole energy shift that happens when you're like, it drops in like, I know what I'm here to do. Oh my gosh, it's so much bigger than me. Your brand just starts to take flight. You take flight. It becomes life-changing. So we sat there and watched these women just tick through with clarity and focus, and literally some of them changing their lives. We had one client that was like, you know what? Something big happened. I'm like, what happened? She's like, we decided to put our Los Angeles house on the market, screw the whole thing, screw the like great zip code. We're done. We're buying an RV and traveling the world. And she's tapping into her own brand of what she's here to do, to be courageous as F. That's her thing. And really just let it drop in of what she's here to do with that and how to empower other people. That was just one of 6. So many women just had these like ahas of what they're really, really here to do. Another businesswoman, this one is an artist, and she had been, kind of moving with, she's really in touch with women empowerment. And after this last week for her personally, she was born in another country. She's here in the United States. And she started talking about wanting to really speak to people that are foreigners, and really talking about the connectivity. Like, we're all really connected. And instead of talking about how divided we are, let's look at, while we may look and sound different, we're all connected. I'm not saying it as eloquently as she did, but she's going to shift her whole art to doing large scale portraits of women around the world with this purpose. It's like a huge shift for her. So each one was like, I'm shifting what I'm here to do. This is the result of doing this deep work that I call the brand love system. And I'm going to kind of let you know, like, what am I talking about? It's based on classic brand strategy. Here's what classic brand strategy, this is what all major brands do this when they hire big advertising firms. I used to work with one. I used to own one. This is the work they do. You start with your target audience. Who are you specifically talking to? What are they dealing with? What do they want? What transformation are they desiring? We do some deep work there. I bring into things that I think are very important that I've learned. We actually start, before we go there, we start with your purpose. Why do you have the business you have? It does matter, actually, because all these transformations I'm talking about, guess what really set them on fire? Their purpose. That kind of energy connection is so much bigger than, oh, I want to make X, Y, Z amount of money. When you anchor into something that big of a vision that's anchored in a purpose, the money flows. The success comes. If you're just anchoring into, I want to make X amount of money, that's not enough. That's like, you're going to get to a point like, I don't really need it. Like, screw that. It's not motivating, honestly. And your audience certainly can feel that. Like, I don't want to, nobody's motivated and attracted to that. It's so much deeper than that. And then we've got to discover through a process, what is so unique about your brand? In marketing, we call that, what's your differentiator? I call it your secret sauce. And then we talk about, how do we position that? Then how do we take those things, and we pick 5 areas to focus on, which become your brand pillars. This is how the heck you know what to post on social media, what to talk about when you're on stage, on a podcast, in an email, in an elevator, when you're trying to tell someone what you do. All of this comes together so it's so crystal clear, and you're already speaking with languaging that stands out and sets yourself apart. Most brands don't do this foundational work, especially now. I see stuff out there. I'm like, that's not, what's going on out there, y'all? Dancing around and following, learning, if you're going to follow trends on Instagram, that's a tactic. That's cool if it's on brand for you. If they're not all on brand for you, by the way. That's not building a business. That's what is, if you're doing the same thing, think about it. If you're doing the same thing as everyone else, how are you standing out? Oh yeah, you're not. So you have to have this foundational system in place. It is the way to stand out. And I built my business without any paid advertising. You don't need to have paid advertising to do this. Think about that. It doesn't matter what changes Instagram brings your way. You're so locked in on what you're here to do, what your brand's about, who your people are, what they need, how you serve, how you're positioned. Great. It's another tactic. Awesome. Pick and choose the ones that work for you. If a new social media just pops up in 2 years, because it will, no problem. You just take that same brand strategy and you can try it out if it's on brand for you. Whatever happens, it's going to keep changing. We know this change, chaos in the world is a part of our lives now. It just is. But brand strategy, the brand love system will never change. It will never go out of style. It will always, always be the North Star for where your business is going. And I just, and when I look around the world and there's so much change, so much chaos, I feel like this is my mission to get this out there. There is a much better way to build a sustainable brand. Sustainable. This work will last the lifetime of your business. There's not many other things you can say that about. This is one of them. It is the most important aspect of growing a business that's going to stand out and get clients that you can possibly do. All the other shiny things, they're tactics, shiny objects. This is the heart and soul. So I'm going to be going live. Join me on Thursdays. We do have a different time next week. I'll let you know. listen to my podcast. I bring all of this forward as I interview other women because I really want to support women business owners. It's my mission, and I'm asking them all the questions that sometimes you just don't hear people talk about. And I would love for you to get some inspiration. There's some great podcast recordings that will be growing and growing. We just rolled those out. If you have questions, drop them. I'd love to answer them for you. And my link in bio on Instagram. Check it out. And I know Kelly's dropping some the podcast in the Facebook group. So thank you guys for joining me. I will see y'all next week. And in the meantime, listen to my podcast. I'll be here for more. I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.